video, we talked about nitric oxide and how to get more of it from leafy green vegetables and beets. Today, we're going to talk about nitric oxide in our upper airways or our upper respiratory tract. So basically, we're going to talk about nitric oxide in our nose, in our sinuses. And we're going to ask the question, can you hum your way to sinus health? Like hum. Before we start though, let's talk a little bit about the anatomy because this is going to become very important later on in this video. The upper respiratory tract consists of the nose and nasal cavity, the pharynx and larynx.
And thanking Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to breathe. For mercy and grace. Definitely. Thanking Heavenly. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Hope you're doing well and you're thankful as well. And that you know what's going on around you. A lot of things going on around you guys probably don't know about, but you gotta balance it out. You gotta kind of know what's going on, but then kind of find some like energy in between there, like something that's gonna make you feel positive, and then being ready to be able to handle if things get really bad mentally. So you gotta balance it out. Know what's happening. Stop listening to other people. You gotta find out for yourself. And believe what you believe once you find out. Know what's happening. Find an even playing field so you can mellow out. Meditation. Humming. Getting that nitrous oxide out your nose. And I learned about that like a couple weeks ago. So like when I breathe, like when I wake up in the morning or in the middle of the night, I be like, when I exhale with my mouth open, I get that nitric oxide rolling. Not only that, beet juice, beet powder. I just got off my super beets and ran out already. I gotta get some more super beets. Beet powder. You got to get that nitrous oxide in your body. You got to. It's been proven or shown that it can help you. If you went through that C word thing, it's been kind of proven to be helpful. So I know a lot of people who, well, not a lot of people. I know one person in particular who went through that situation, and they came out there to learn how to breathe again and all that stuff. Well, you still got to do that. Whether you was in that situation or not, you still got to learn how to breathe. So that's what we're talking about today, but not really. I figured I'd mention that because I was looking at the video. I got my neck cracker on here. This thing is unbelievably harsh on your neck. Probably some Shikasi, dibbity dab, and this thing, man, will tear your neck up. You think you just I just want a nice little massage on my neck like my other one, right? Which is like, or it's heat. This has heat, has all that. But man, this thing will tear. It'll get in your neck. It'll get there in your neck. You can take it and wrap around your back too if you want some back action. Made by Homedics. It's gonna cost me like $119. It's regularly $199. I got it on sale. So I've been taking this joint to work. And the reason I got it because it's wireless. Well, not wireless. It's got batteries. So I usually try to keep it charged up while I'm using it. I can take it to work, put it in the bag, bada bing, bada boom. All right. Woody balsamic, patchouli, aromatic, and anise. Anise. I know someone named Anise. Her name is Anise. How you doing, Anise? I know you're not looking at this video, but how you doing, Anise? I'd like to thank the one person that's here. As you guys see, a lot of people don't really get niche fragrances like I do or talk about coins. So that's why don't be surprised you don't see a lot of people that subscribe to me. It's okay for me if it's okay for you. I'm going to reach out to those who really care. And you know who you are. And you might want to wear a high-end fragrance by Tom Ford. Now, this is not my favorite from Tom Ford, but it's a different one from Tom Ford. And I just found out, because it smells real good. When you first put it on, it's really, really nice. You really get a nice smell from it. But then when the patchouli and the wood kick in, it's like something totally different. It's woody patchouli with a little bit of anise to kind of sweeten it up a little bit. Okay? So let's look and see what the notes actually are in this bad boy. You ready? Top note. Popular or populus buds, olive tree, anise, and plum. That's how it gets you. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, Tommy. All right. Middle notes, mastic, what do you call it, lentique, which is kind of lentil, I guess, lentisque, mastic or lentisque, and jasmine. And your base notes are woody notes, patchouli, and tonka bean. The notes behind this fragrance is somebody I never heard of in my life, Olivier Gallatin. And so, of course, I always click on their profiles to see what they've participated in nosing by other houses, or maybe just one house. Sometimes you never know. He's part of a company that has a couple of perfumers within. The company is called the Givaudan.com. What it is a whole bunch of perfumers that joined this one company. I guess they give my contracts to do. If you either get it that way than trying to get it by yourself, I guess. So if you part of a, all right, cool. So you might like this guy right here. I might have a company called the RaJuR Cool Sniffer Makers. And bam, okay, they come to me, yo, Raj, we need somebody to kind of make this, right here. All right, cuz, hold on, chicken pox. Did I say chicken pox? Why did I say chicken pox? I had no idea. I'm trying to be funny. Chicken neck. I need you to go and make something for Tom Ford real quick. I think you might be able to handle this. He want a little something woody with some patchouli, whatever. Okay, I'll be right there, dog. And chicken neck come and jump on the joint. He come and make Vert Bois is the name of this, Vert Bois. So Olivier Gallatin actually knows this fragrance. 50 mils is going to cost you about $230, of course. And you can get it from a lot of places that sell Tom Ford. So I can tell you. All right. So when I looked at some of the fragrance he made, I'm like, nothing was standout. I mean, he did a Beyonce joint. He did a couple of Beyoncés. He did, Dior, the lower end stuff. And he even did a Halle Berry, Reveal the Passion. So he done some stuff, Mariah Carey. Like, he only did what people are stars, the chicks. I'm not sure. He did some polos. He got a lot of polo red stuff. Notorious. Taylor Swift. Like I said, he like the stars. He's the perfumer for the stars, obviously. But then I got down to Tom Ford. And this guy made one of the most super duper Tom Fords ever made, Tobacco Vanille. The guy who made Tobacco Vanille actually made this. Oliver made this right here. He also made Tobacco Vanille, Vert Boheme, Vert d'Essence. I used to have Vert d'Essence. I don't know why I sold that. This is Vert de Bois and Vert de Fleur. Okay? Tobacco Oud is another one of my favorites that I just sold to my man. I really don't want to get that up, but I only sell my good stuff to real good friends of mine. So my man Rick the Ruler got the Tobacco Oud, man, which is almost like Amber Absolute. And he also did Rive d'Ambre, which is no longer made. Tobacco Vanille, as I said. Lavender Extreme was pretty good. He's done that. Fougère d'Argent. I think I smelled that briefly. And Fougère Plantain. So those are the 10 that he did by Tom Ford. So he did 10 for Tom Ford. So, that's their Lord or Tommy ain't letting anybody do his juice. And like I said, that what's going to go back. Tobacco Oud go back. Tobacco Oud is 2013. Tobacco Vanille is 2007. All right, so he started in 2007 with Tobacco Vanille. And they was like, yo, okay, yeah, you're going to be working. You're going to be making some stuff. All right? So that's what we're talking about today. Vert de Bois. You heard the notes. And if you like it, you like it. I mean, this is a different fragrance. It doesn't smell like just anything. And that's the whole thing about wearing these fragrances. It's not to smell like anybody else who's wearing designer fragrances. That is for sure. All right? And now I'm going to go through this real quick because I got an hour. I'm going to take me a nap and I'm going to take my behind to where I need to be going to all night. I did a double bubble yesterday. I didn't get off till like 1 o'clock. I had to swap with somebody. Man, I can't make it back in no 7:30, dog. So somebody swapped with me. I was able to work it late tonight instead of early. Yeah. The Atlantis Coin. Okay. Very special coin. You won't see these around anywhere. And of course, I bought it from my favorite shop, Edelman's. And there's this one-of-a-kind coin. I'm going to see if I can find it for you guys. It's going to be hard for me to find. So let me see if I can find it so I can talk about it as well. Okay. Atlantis Nui Island. Now, there's an island in between New Zealand and someplace, but they call it the Nui Island. And they make coins representing these islands. So as you can see, there's a queen on the back. You know, she owns probably the Nui Islands and the Netherlands and everything else, right? But Nui Island is an island country, right? So that's where some of these really, really exquisite coins are made to represent. And they're probably not minted there, but they'll throw Nui Island on it. So I don't know if you can see it says Nui Islands 2019. $5. Queen Elizabeth is on it. Is encased. And it's encased here as well. All right. So I'm on the Nui Island. I'm going to put Atlantis. Atlantis Coin. And see if we can find this bad boy. And then we can talk about it. Here we go right here. All right. All right. First coin company is talking about it. So we're going to talk about it. If you look around over here, you see it's $4.99. It's $500. Okay. Now this coin was minted in Poland. They made this coin in Poland, actually. Okay. All right. So it's silver. They only made 500 of these. 500. I'm not sure which one I have. It's not telling me what my number is. Let me see. Certificate 500. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what my number is. It's worth $5, but of course it's worth more than $5. They just had they put a monetary value on it because of the ounce, and it is a 2 ounce. Let's see how many ounces we're looking with here. 62.2 grams. So that's 2 ounces. 31 or 31.1 is 1 ounce. Okay. So it's inside here, and it keeps it for display purposes. It's like just some plastic, and it keeps it in its place. But you can take it out, and bam, you have to put it in your hand. Now, if you look at it closely, here's a coin itself, and I'm not going to take it out the case. In fact, I don't even know how to get it out the case, even though I want to take it out, but I don't want to take it out the case. So that's a queen on the front. You see Nui Island. On the back, you see Atlantis. Look at that. They took some kind of epoxy, which I can't touch it. That's why I'll probably never take it out, because I don't want my hands to touch it. Some kind of epoxy that makes it look like there's water. And if you look real close, you can see the skull of somebody who dead in the water. And then you see Atlantis in the background. And this coin is concave. So it dips. It kind of dips like that. And what they call antiqued. So it's not a shiny silver. They antiqued it to give it kind of rustic, antique look. And you see Atlantis on the top. And, you know, just the crustaceans that's in silver that would be underwater in Atlantis. Isn't that crazy? That's the actual coin. Now, again, if I had to buy something, I'm not going to give this coin to somebody and say, look, I got this coin right here. Can you give me something to eat? You must be crazy. Again, this coin is valued at $500, $4.99. Okay? Close it back up because we're going to take care of her very well. All right. And like I said, 500 mintage. The fineness is 99.9 silver. 2 troy ounces. Denomination is $5. The weight is 62.20, which means 2 ounces in grams. Diameter is 50 millimeter diameter. Year of issue is 2019. Country, Nui Island. Quality antique finish. And it also says concave/convex shape, high relief with blue resin. So that's what's on top of the blue resin. Packaged in a framed display. Certificate of authenticity, which is what this is down here. Certificate of authenticity. All right, let you know there ain't no fake joint. And like now, like I said, you can buy one for $500 if you want to. I mean, but I doubt they have it. Let's see if I push add to cart. Would it go to the cart? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So you can buy one. And you can check it out. They have one. $499.90. I'm not sure how much shipping going to cost you. But yeah, you want to grab you one? They got one for you. $500. I would never buy that coin for $500. Well, see, you're thinking about looking at the coin and, of course, the theme of the coin and the queen of the coin. But as a collector, you'll buy this coin. Just like You wouldn't spend $230 for 50 mil of a fragrance by Tom Ford. All right, it might be 250 now for 50 mil. 100 mil is probably like 3 something. You wouldn't do that. I don't never pay that much for a fragrance. That's all that's in there. I got to pay $230 for that. You can buy this, or you can buy a 1/10 ounce of gold. Which one would you buy? Would you buy this and spray it out, or would you buy a 1/10 ounce of gold? The gold going to be there. You can get some money back on the gold. This, once you spray it out, you're getting nothing. And if you buy from some of the people I sell, or you see some of the people buy from me, hello, I can get that. Well, go get it from there. Because I'm not giving away something I spent $230 on, and because I've only used 5-10 mil, you want to get it for $50. No, we don't do that. Whereas my gold coin gonna hold its value, and if I say, oh, I got this 1/10 ounce of gold, 1/10 ounce of gold is worth 200, between 225, 250, I'm gonna get that for that gold. Not gonna get that for the value. Gold gonna get that for the value. I hope you learned something. Breathe every day. Breathe with your stomach. Make sure your stomach come out. All right, let's do it again. Stomach, diaphragm, stomach comes out. Hold a breath. I do 4, 7, and 8. Count to 7. I did that earlier in another video. Then let it out for 8 and hum. What you're doing, you're getting that nitric oxide that's all up in your nose, all up in your face, sitting there. Instead of having to buy some beets and some beet juice and some beet powder, you got it up here. You only can use it, though. You only can use it every 3 minutes. You got to give it a chance to load back up. So if you're going through some nervousness, maybe stressed out, maybe your blood pressure a little high, maybe you feel a little dizzy, whatever, yo, you got some nitrogen oxide right up in here, all around in here. You can use it. If I get a chance, I'll make sure I'll put a link to that video below in this video, and you can check it out for yourself. And nitric oxide has been shown to help people who've caught that Wuhan thing. Just want to let you know. So there you go. I done put meditation, told you how to breathe, told you what's in your told you about a fragrance, told you about a coin. I ain't got no more to give you. Share my video, like, subscribe. Make sure you check your homeboy out. I really don't get a lot of likes and people sharing my videos, but it's okay. Because there's one person been here all the time, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Anybody who might look at it afterwards. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Hope you learned something.